No disaster, mate, but here is a review of what I wear to work most days when I ride in. Today was pretty wet and wild one, so I just geared up. My usual kit doesn't, my base layer kit doesn't change. I tend to just put on my waterproofs and just grim and bear it. It's like an hour on the bike, so it's not too bad. I'm not fighting hypothermia off what's second at work. On my helmet, I've got a casque and I've got these kind of woolen side bits put on it. I was a TikToker in Canada or North America. I've seen had them. They're pretty class. Keep your ears nice and warm, especially when it's extra cold. Try and change my helmet once a year. Haven't done it yet. But yeah, don't like keeping the helmets for too long. I've got a merino wool Giro kind of winter cap thing. Top tip: don't put it through a hot wash because it like melts the plastic peak on it. But yeah, I've kept like that now for a few years. Quite like it. If it's really cold, I've got a thicker other branded one at home, but it's not really comfy with the helmet, so I like that Giro one. Base layer, just like a Howie's merino long sleeve. I borrowed this from my loving wife for the past 2 years. It's mine now, it stays in my drawers. I've got an Enduro long sleeve, again, second hand. I've got this Funkier the brand. Funkier waterproof. It was really good waterproof when I first got it. I waterproof my stuff most years. This one will be due in the next few months. I'll re-waterproof it, but it stuffs down really well. It's really cheap, so if I tear it, I'm not too worried. And it's the right amount of bagginess. It's comfy to ride with and cheap. I've always wanted a really expensive one, but I can't justify a £300 jacket for going back and forth to work. This was my latest edition last year. Apogura brought out this it's a pretty cool skinny vest. It packs down well, but I never leave the house without this jacket on. It's a little bit extra layer as well in the winter time, but it's just an extra bit of visibility not to be hit by a car. My legs for waterproofs, I've got these are rainlegs. They're designed for like horse riders and cyclists alike. Ideal because you can shove them over your legs whilst you're still mounted on the bike. You don't need to get off the bike, take my shoes off, put waterproofs on. They're pretty good, and if I'm riding along and the rain stops, I can undo the knee kind of velcro strap and it kind of flaps around there, and it just flaps as I'm riding down the hill, and I'll slip it back over for when I'm at the bottom of the hill. The first time out this winter, I've got my Spatz overshoes, so they come right up here. They're kind of insulated up your calf here, really thick on your foot, really durable. They're pretty expensive. I think they're north of £100. I think now they don't make this one anymore, but they make a really similar one. I wouldn't recommend any other overshoe. I've tried the fancy ones when I stopped them in the last shop, and they're not worth it. They break after a few rides. And the actual shoes I've got are like an old pair of Legs winter boots. I pulled the insole out so I can have like extra thick woolly socks. But yeah, they're not fancy shoes. Again, your feet are going to get wet regardless in Scotland, so I didn't spend the money there. Leggings. So these are bib longs from Shimano. I think they're 50-60 quid. I've tried really expensive ones and just return them every time. They've got too thick a padding, they're too restrictive. I like these ones here, although I would really like to have like the side pockets and these just for carrying your phone about the house so that I can get ready. But yeah, that's what I wear to work most days. It's about an hour's commute, so there you go.